So Mojang recently announced that they have added new colors of sheep, and by that I mean old colors of sheep are now being added to the overworld spawning. You know, to kind of match with the new pigs and new cows. Just one minor problem: the new sheep aren't actually retextures; they're just old sheep because I guess Mojang didn't want to make new textures and new variants of all these sheeps. Good on ya, Mojang, not being the lazy allegations, although I'd argue that this drop update is actually kind of a lazy update. Also, does this have? Oh, it does. Huh, I've never actually found one of these while looking around. So seeing like an actual igloo with the zombie thing, cool beans. Anyway, back to this sheep. I just had to check this out because why not? So, yeah, I've been searching around, and people are complaining about the bright colored sheep being too distracting, being too unrealistic. And I must say, after exploring for a good long while, most of the sheep are just still white or black or gray. I don't see any of these brightly colored sheep. What's wrong with why is pink sheep okay, but occasionally finding blue sheep? Why is that? Why is that the place where you draw the line? You're already looking for multicolored sheep. There's no reason for you to be upset. Yes, it is lazy. I will not deny that. It is kind of a lazy move by Mojang, but at the same time, do you see? Oh, there we go. A single brightly colored sheep. We have found it. We have found it after all that space. Look how many cows. Look at how many chickens. Look at how many normal sheep. One cyan sheep. I don't think this really matters. This isn't something for people to get upset about. Seriously. It's literally, look at this man. Look at this man and tell me this is the face of someone you want to be upset about. Yeah, it is lazy that they didn't give us new sheep variants with horns. Probably because that would interfere with the goat. It is kind of lazy that they mostly for this update have just done oh, no. You know what? No thank you. I'm not gonna deal with that. I'll just go away so it deloads. Yippee. Seriously, looking around, do you see any other brightly colored sheep? Are they really that distracting? Are they really? No, because you're not going to see the brightly colored sheep that often, and when you do, it's kind of like finding a a pink sheep. Seeing an occasional blue sheep is not a big issue. It's not, yeah, it is unrealistic, but you're playing Minecraft. You're playing a game made of blocks. Oh, by the way, this seed is like pretty fleshed. There you go. There's the seed, everyone. This like, it's not some, look at these icy foxes. Look how cute they are. They're so cute. And look, there's pillager towers. There's giant caves with zombies in them, and you're complaining about the color of sheep. I'm sorry, what? There are multitudes of things to complain about with Minecraft. There are multitudes of things to complain about with Mojang. But sheep, blue sheep, multicolored sheep, why are you upset about the blue sheep and not the pink sheep? The pink sheep, sure, it's an Easter egg, but so is these other colors of sheep. They're still Easter eggs too. And it's just a ridiculous argument in my personal opinion. I mean, my big issue with Mojang now is that these villages feel too small. Like, the houses are way smaller than they used to be, and I kind of miss the big houses you can just kind of run around in older versions. But other than that, like, yeah, it doesn't matter. Look at this. It's still cool looking, but do you see any pink sheep? Do you see any blue sheep? Do you see any distracting sheep? No, because it doesn't matter. It's just a nice little bit of variety, nice little thing of wool you can additionally get, and it doesn't actually matter. Now, do I still have other problems? Do I wish that caves got a little bit more things? I wish caves got more mushrooms that spawned on them to make them feel more alive. Maybe like a cave, maybe a certain other block that creates firefly-like particles. down in the deep slate. Like, not glow lichen, but maybe some other type of mystical glowing fungus. Wouldn't that be cool? Because caves are still great. They're still better than they ever were before. But at the same time, they still feel kind of dry now. And caves are full of life. They're full of life in real life. They're full of random things. They're full of bacteria. They're full of an entire ecosystem. And we have some of that in Minecraft. But that part of that ecosystem is also change, which they kind of have with deep slate. Sorry, with dripstone. And they do have all these random mobs, but I'd like to see other things. I'd like to see other things bringing caves to life, not just overworld occasionally having leaf litter and wildflowers and leaves falling from the trees, which is cool. It is cool. I like the feature. It's nice. It's pleasant. But I think caves also need a little bit more life in their own separate drop eventually. Anyway, that's my thoughts on these new snapshots and these new pink sheep and blue sheep and multicolored sheep. I went with this because I felt the blue sheep, the cyan sheep, was the most noticeable one that people were talking about. And it's just a sheep. Come on, guys. Twitter, X users are a little bit off their rocker sometimes. Now, what I would like to see is people treating villagers better. Like, come on, guys. People treat villagers way too harshly. Come on. I will probably go into the social implications of how people treat villagers later, because there is something that villagers are inspired by very clearly, and the way people treat them, let's just say, is a little bit problematic. But I won't go into that today because that's a much heavier topic. Anyway, iron golems are cool. Look at this man. Ooh.